everyone else's life just so difficult. Every time they want to do something, like start a bloody telehandler, the bloody battery is dead. Oh, it's just literally my luck, this, isn't it? It's a good job I have a car that never lets me... Oh, bloody hell. Good job I have a car that never lets me down, which is quite nice. So we use that to jump start the old telehandler. I only had it running this morning. Ridiculous. Bloody ridiculous. So we'll get that jump started now. And then we'll get on to today's video, maybe, with any luck. I'll get some jump leads. Right, I've got the bloody thing started. How bloody wonderful is that? Right, so in today's video, what are we doing? We are, as you would have known, I've been making lots of bales. Lots of lovely hay bales that I have nowhere currently to put. Because my barn looks like that. So the plan is to tidy this barn up and get it ready for the new hay that I've got. But before we get into that, if you haven't done already, make sure you hit the subscribe button or ring the little bell to be notified of my videos every Tuesday and Friday. And then you can follow me on Instagram up here somewhere, and you can follow me on Facebook up here somewhere. So that's wonderful. Let's go and have a look at what we've got to do. So essentially the plan, not that you can see me very well, these big square bales that are there, including these little mullered ones, get all of them out, stack them there, because I've actually sold them, or sold the majority of them at least, which is nice, bit of extra money, so those have got to move. And then the latest lot of hay that I've made, I'm going to stack in the back there where all of that is. And then obviously we need to clean this out and all that sort of stuff. But where those bales are is pretty clean anyway, so we should be able to get started once we've got them out to stack them. So we've got to move all of this stuff that is in the way first, which is always wonderful and always an absolute pleasure. So let's start with that. I've got to move those pallets that are there, that feeder, I've got to move that load of stuff that's there. Those lambs I'm going to have to move somewhere for 20 minutes, I don't know where, but we'll find out somewhere where. And then we should be able to start getting some of those big square bales out, I think. So that being said, I think I might put you guys on quick time lapse just to move some of this stuff. Right, that is the area more or less clear, which I'll show you in a second. Just before we start moving stuff, a lot of you will probably think, whatever, on such a dry spring where there's a bit of a shortage of crop, is he selling a load? And that is because I have worked out that I should be absolutely fine. I should have enough. No crises. I had a lot of round bales left over from the year before, so last year, which obviously is a massive help. I also had quite a few round bales of haylage left, which is wonderful. And I sold a lot of bales last year. Now we hay a lot more than we probably need to be honest. Even this year we're probably going to have made too much. But I do it every year. Whatever grass we have, I bale. It doesn't particularly matter if I think that, you know, I've potentially made too much. It doesn't particularly bother me, or at least doesn't bother me enough to the point where I'm going to not do it. And as you would have seen in, you know, been here a long time, videos where I used to deliver a lot of square bales to horsey people. I'll probably not as much this year, purely because my main customer isn't doing it anymore, as far as I'm aware. So that'd be a little bit less, but it's not really a problem. Like I say, whatever big squares I've got left, I'm selling currently at the same price as I was through the winter, so that's absolutely fine. Not really a drama. But the haymaking so far is going well. My baler, that lovely machine there, which I've been out with today, mint. Absolutely wonderful. Baled the field today. Not a massive field, but not a small field. Didn't get out once. Didn't have to entertain none of that shit. Excuse language. It just works, and it just does exactly what I need it to do, which is just wonderful. I was actually talking to my uncle about it. You know, just the sheer quantity of money that it's going to save. You know, it's, and in this farming game that we all like to somewhat do for some reason, I'm still not sure why we do it. Every pound and penny counts, really. It literally does come down to that, really. You know, wherever you can save money, you've got to save money, because, like I say, the margins are so tight and they don't seem to get any better, to be honest. You know, you take one bonus, you know, animal prices are up, whatever, but then suddenly, you know, you have a dry spell and it's an absolute nightmare making your winter crop. So it's all swings and roundabouts, but there we go. So anyway, I'm just about to make a start on moving these square bales, or I've got two on the front, so I'll spin you around and we'll do this for a bit. Then maybe it'd be time-lapsed or something. Can spin you guys around. Oh, wonderful! So like I say, I'm getting these out to one, make some space, and two, because this is going to be a lot easier for the bloke that comes to pick them up. For those of you that want to see the macro telehandler get a lick of paint, that is going to happen, potentially in the winter, I would have thought. It's not going to be just yet, because there's still a lot of work for it to do, and I need it during the summer. So that answers that question. I know a couple of people did ask me about that. So yes, it's in the pipeline, just haven't yet got round to it, because obviously it's the middle of summer. Well, there we go. So I've got to pull about 30 to 40 of these out, but to be honest, the more I get out, the merrier, really, because like I say, I have got to, what have I got to do? I've got to get the round bales in, so basically I need them out of the way. These are actually some of the nicest bales I made last year. There we go. Thank God for the telehandler, eh? It's been an absolute pain if I didn't have this machine. But, I mean, I say pain, it'd be near on impossible. That reach is, oh, bloody marvellous. Right, so in a minute, I'll set you up on another little time lapse, and we will get a whole load of these shifted. Like I say, I don't know whether I'm going to get them all moved tonight, but if I can at least get out the amount that I need to get out, which is kind of 30, 40-ish, that would be a wonderful. And yeah, a lot more to add, really. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit once we've made a little bit more progress.
Tight
as you would have seen, progress is being made quite well. It's not really the most fun or exciting thing to watch, probably, but it's one of those that I've got to do. And to be fair, not every video is going to be as exciting as others. So although it's relatively boring, it's one of those jobs that's got to get done, and one of those jobs that we're just doing. Now, you would have seen the first couple of bales on the floor, bit of a pain. I think the rats have been at the strings, so they're just everywhere, but I'm just trying to salvage out of here what I can get out, and then whenever it's broken, I'm just going to pull out and do something with. I don't know yet. I'm half tempted to get it out and just chuck it in the yard and just run it through the baler, to be honest. Now I've got the baler, I could do that. Save it going to waste, because it's all quite nice. It's just purely that the fucking rats have been at it and done all the strings. It's always a bit of a problemo. It's worse with like small square like straw bales. They're the bloody worst for it. The rats absolutely love them for some reason. Oh, this is going fucking well. Oh, it's just, you know, he's just having one of those days, so you just think, oh, nothing will go to plan. It's like one of them sort of days, to be honest, whereby nothing just works. Everything is 500 times harder than it used to be. Even on the simpler of tasks, everything's bloody hard. Oh well. So like I say, it's not really the most exciting video, this. It's pretty much it, really. There's not a lot to it. It's just a fill a gap, if you like. Fill a gap, because I haven't put anything else edited and they will take a while. And this is just, like I say, one of those jobs that's got to be done, but one that I thought I'd just film, just as part of the process in it. Part of the process. Part of the journey, as they would say. Now, so I'm just going to get the last however many out of here that I need. Then I'll probably, tomorrow I'm going to try and sort the rest of this barn out. Like I say, get all the loose stuff out, decide what I'm going to do with that. Like I say, probably either going to go straight in the mucky, or I am tempted just to get it out and run it through the balers. It wouldn't take a lot just to get it through into the baler. Might get a bale, but a bale's a bale, really. So anyway, I'm going to carry on and we'll catch up once I'm done. Right, I don't know how well you're going to see this. I've cleared all the way back into here. It's actually quite a big space, which is weird. I feel like I haven't had it empty in ages. I've got a lot of tidying up to do. But that is all of these bales here. All of them stacked there. Got these ones here. So anyway, that is it for this video. I know, extremely boring and pointless in some respects, but needs must. It's better than no video. So if you did enjoy, which I doubt you did, hit the subscribe button or ring the little bell, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a much better video, I promise.